gonna lie, God does love you, but this is not gonna be one of them cute little Jesus loves you messages. I'm not finna sugarcoat it with y'all, I'm finna just tell y'all straight how it is. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 3. People ruin their life by their own foolishness and then get angry at the Lord. Stop getting mad at God because you're suffering the consequences of your own actions.
It's bigger than a house on the hills. When your people slaves and you tryna get them out the field. It's bigger than a big time record deal. When you still got open wounds and you tryna let them heal. It's bigger than the rollies with the ice. When your homie's in the coma and he fighting for his life. It's bigger than carrying a ratchet. When you barely can stand and you carrying the casket. Bigger than what you think success is. When you ain't slept all day and you still feel restless. It's bigger than the gold and the diamonds. When your heart turns cold and you walking around mindless. Bigger than trying to win a race, dude. When your baby mama lost and you know your children hate you. It's bigger than them Porsches and them Beamers. When you fighting in court while you still at war with demons. It's bigger than worrying about streams. When you really out here carrying out dreams. It's bigger than bragging about your wealth. When your people need you when they asking you for help. It's bigger than smoking on a loud pack. When you done lost it all, I know you gotta bounce back. It's bigger than rapping about your pain. When you know it only take them backwards in the game. Shut up. It's bigger than keeping up with trends. When you really wanna see your people win. It's bigger than posting pics on IG. Are you listening? Our children out there dying. It's bigger than copping the bottle at the club. They copying the streamers, they ain't modeling us. It's bigger than the ink on your face and your neck. When your life a real movie and you was raised in a set.
It's bigger than you.
Leave it alone if it's bringing out the ignorant you.
It's bigger than you.
Either you will or you won't, what you willing to do.
It's bigger than you.
If you crash out, what your parents and them children gon' do.
It's bigger than you.
God can save anybody, I am living proof. Bigger than them Hellcats and Scat Packs. When you know you being held back and that's facts. It's bigger than Netflix and Prime episodes. When the one you laying next to lying and you know it. It's bigger than that wife on the baddie. When she didn't just call the cops and then gave your ops the addy. It's bigger than stacking dough and running plays. When them killers on your bumper and they talking about gunplay. It's bigger than fighting for your name. When your son ain't got a mustache and they just gave him life, man. It's bigger than repping the block, claiming the hood. How your man's locked up and you ain't put nothing on his books. It's bigger than holding down street codes. When they done built the case and you tryna dodge that Rico. It's bigger than a fresh fit and a new pair of J's. When you recognize the projects and see rats in a maze. It's bigger than just working a 9 to 5. When your daughter half naked and she going live. It's bigger than that business you developing. When your parents on that deathbed looking like a skeleton. It's bigger than entertainment, artists, and sports. When you down there filling out a missing person report. It's bigger than you playboy knocking these spots. When you saved or you blessed or you rockin' with God.
It's bigger than you.
Leave it alone if it's bringing out the ignorant you.
It's bigger than you.
Either you will or you won't, what you willing to do.
It's bigger than you.
If you crash out, what your parents and them children gon' do.
It's bigger than you.
God can save anybody, I am living proof. You argue with fools, you become the fools you argue with. It's obvious, you don't know who call you in. What stops most people is the start. I prepared for the rain, I was building Noah's Ark. Nobody stands taller than he who kneels before God. I never stuck to the code, Steve Jobs. It's not about what you did, it's about why you did it. And if your intentions were right or wrong, I lived it. Respect some, fear none. I had to bounce so I can ball. Fear motivate the motivated and inspire the inspired. Come back on your shield, it's how you build an empire. It's the things that you made that show what you made of. Born in hate, how you still make love. The goal is not to be well known, but to be known well. Why do you worship if the ship ain't gon' sail? Don't look at my glory, look at my story. When I needed you, you wouldn't do nothing for me. Possibilities over problems, knowing I got God in me. I got options. Because you're doing a lot don't mean you're getting a lot done. And now God got the wheel and I'm riding shotgun. Your repetition creates your reputation. From Genesis to Revelations. Stop believing what they told you and believe what they showed you. Butterfly effect, final destination. My favorite thing to make for dinner is reservations. 40 acres with a mule, no reparations. God cleaned up my mess and made me a messenger. Get it right and tell you can't get it wrong. Professional simplicity scales and complexity fails. With a 7 on earth if your destiny's hell. Don't fight to be loved, fight to live a long life. Glory be to God, a story you're wrong, going right. I am awake, I am alive, I am aware. If your price is not your life, then you are for sale. Let the light flow, truly blessed ones.
It's bigger than you.
Leave it alone if it's bringing out the ignorant you.
It's bigger than you.
Either you will or you won't, what you willing to do.
It's bigger than you. bigger.